So, today we're gonna talk about Stoicism and friendship. And it is fairly late for me to record, and I haven't even worked out today, so it is a strange day, to just maybe kind of get rid of a few thoughts that I'm having on my mind. It is a difficult day for me today. It really is. I am working, but I'm not. So normally I would sitting in my amazing ambulance car and help other people, but at this time it is like, no, I'm not doing that, but I'm rather just, having to be available for a certain amount of time, and I basically can do whatever in the meantime. But it is a strange thing, and I've had it today, and tomorrow is going to be the same thing, and I don't know. So I basically have to be at home, but yeah, maybe I could also view it as something that's optimal because I can do whatever, and if there's somebody that needs me or if they need me, then I'm just gonna be there. But it is strange. I don't know. Like it feels like I am not earning my weekend, and it is something that I don't necessarily like to have. And this is also one of the reasons why I've decided not to watch any YouTube today. I'm only going to either read, learn, work out, that's it, and eat and just take a shit and whatnot, all these basic things. But I'm not gonna watch any YouTube today and also tomorrow. And I'm also gonna really, and I really am pumped about this, by the way, at this point in time, just as I'm talking about it, I'm not gonna eat anything that I shouldn't be eating. I eat fats. I'm not gonna eat any fats just because I know that on Saturday there's gonna be my cheat day. And I know on Saturday I'm probably gonna eat more than normally. So the plan is that I do really not starve today, but I really am gonna make my life harder today and also tomorrow. But at least today, just really a lot, just because I'm not working, and I don't like that. I don't like just not having any pressure. I don't like just not feeling any harm, if you will. But yeah, I do hope that today's workout is gonna be amazing. I hope that nobody is gonna disturb me. But I do actually think that I'm gonna stay at home to work out. At this point in time, I feel like, well, I don't know, even though the weather outside isn't that bad, but I do think that I'm then gonna go outside, but I just really don't feel like working out outside today at this point in time as I'm talking about it. But yeah, anyway, let's actually go through friendship and that. Some people imagine that Stoicism evolves for an unfeeling approach to other people. To counter this misconception, consider this from Seneca. This is the first promise that philosophy holds out to us: fellow feeling, humanity, sociability. Seneca, Epistles 5.4. Friendship has been a constant topic for philosophers. Cicero, however, has a wonderful essay on friendship, recently retranslated by a Princeton University Press as How to Be a Friend. Seneca has an essay on benefits, which is all about mutual reciprocity, and of course, his letters to Cecilius are a wonderful window into a long, fruitful friendship between great minds. Marcus Aurelius wrote it repeatedly. We are social beings, we are made for each other, he said. We are all part of the same hive. Of course, he also warned against false friends and suggested avoiding them at all costs. We need friendship to survive and to be happy. With that, here are 15 great quotes from the ancient Stoics on friendship. And afterwards I think I'm going to go through something else as well, just because I guess that I'm going to be fairly quick with that. And yes, I know there is a book that I should be going through, but I just don't wanna. If you consider any man a friend whom you do not trust as you trust yourself, you are mightily mistaken, and you do not sufficiently understand what true friendship means. When friendship is settled, you must trust. Before friendship is formed, you must pass judgment. Ponder for a long time, and you shall admit a given person to your friendship. But when you have decided to admit him, welcome him with all your heart and soul. Speak as boldly with him as with yourself. Regard him as loyal, and you will make him loyal. I'm sorry, Seneca, letters from a Stoic. Should I also read them? This is a good question. Well, yeah, I'm gonna. We advise a man to regard his friends as highly as himself, to reflect that an enemy may become a friend, to stimulate love in a friend, and to check hatred in the enemy. Seneca, once again. The necessity of circumstances proves friends and detects enemies. Epictetus. One who seeks friendship for favorable occasions strips it of all its nobility. Seneca. In prosperity, it is very easy to find a friend, but in adversity, it is the most difficult of all things. Epictetus. Above all, keep a close watch on this, that you are never so tied up to your former acquaintances and friends that you are pulled down to their level. If you don't, you'll be ruined. You must choose whether to be loved by these friends and remain the same person, or to become a better person at the cost of those friends. If you try to have it both ways, you will neither make progress nor keep what you have had, or what you have once had. Epictetus discourses. There is nothing worse than a wolf befriending sheep. Avoid false friends at all costs. If you're good, straightforward, and well-meaning, it should show in your eyes and not escape notice. Marcus Aurelius. Nothing, however, delights the mind as much as loving and loyal friendship. Seneca. He who regards himself only and enters upon friendships for this reason reckons wrongly. The end will be like the beginning. He has made friends with one who might assist him out of bondage. At the first rattle of the chain, such a friend will desert him. These are the so-called fair weather friendships. One who is chosen for the sake of utility will be satisfactory only so long as he is useful. He who begins to be your friend because it pays will also cease because it pays. A man will be attracted by some regard offered in exchange for his friendship, if he be attracted by aught in friendship other than friendship itself. Seneca, letters from a Stoic. For what purpose, then, do I make a man my friend? In order to have someone for whom I may die, whom I may follow into exile, against whose death I may stake my own life and pay the pledge too. Seneca. Friendship produces between us a partnership in all our interests. There is no such thing as good or bad fortune for the individual. We live in common, and no one can live happily who has regards to himself alone and transforms everything into a question of his own utility. You must live for your neighbor if you would live for yourself. Seneca, letters from a Stoic. Nothing will ever please me, no matter how excellent or beneficial, if I must retain the knowledge of it to be myself. And if wisdom... there's actually a fly there. Please go away. Thank you. Please go away. Thank you. I don't want to hurt you. Don't want to fuck my camera, but just please let me record. Don't sit on me. But yeah. Nothing will ever please me, no matter how excellent or beneficial, if I must retain the knowledge of it to myself. And if wisdom were given me under the express condition that it must be kept hidden and not uttered, I should refuse it. No good thing is pleasant to possess without friends to share it. And this, by the way, is one of the biggest, well, I don't know, like for me, people in general are an amazingly big factor. An amazingly big factor in my life is human beings. It is insane. It really is. It's just, yeah. I don't know, like throughout my whole school career, I've been really blessed to be surrounded by people that I now can say I absolutely love, and I've just really been so blessed about that. And there's so much that there's so much that they did for me in terms of just being them and just being there. And just because of them, I've had one of the best times in my life in these 9 years. Quite it depends on how you think about it, but I would say 9 years now. It's been an amazing time. It really has been. And I'm so blessed. I can't just say anything else. I'm so amazingly blessed that I've been surrounded by so amazing people that, and I mean, I don't know, like in the past school that I've been or that I've attended, we've had just school the whole day long, quite, just nearly like till sometimes 6 p.m. And it is amazingly fucked up if you don't, if you're not surrounded by people that you actually like to have around you, and if it is only just a pain in the ass, because of course, I mean, school is school, school might not be the best place to be in. Some people just might like it per se and just really enjoy it just because they enjoy school. And some people might just be really hating school. And if then as well, or added to that, there's nobody around you that you actually like to have around you, then it is just double fucked up, quite. But I've always said that I liked attending school. I've always said that I liked to be in school. But I think one of the main reasons was that I've just been surrounded by so amazing people. Of course, there have been some days where I've been alone, whereas, when people are ill or when they're just having to do something else, if they're just having some appointment or whatever it might be, it's strange days. It is not like I'm loving all fucking day long. It's not the case. But if these people are there, I just smile all day long. I'm happy all day long. And even if I'm not, then at some point in time, I'm just so pissed, about me not being happy that I'm just turning to just being happy again. And this is one of the things that I wish for everybody. I wish for everybody from the bottom of my fucking heart that they have so amazingly great friends as I have had. Especially when it is about school and especially when it is about work. Being surrounded by great people is an amazing thing. It's just entirely amazing. Like, there's nothing to say about that. There's nothing to, I don't know about that. Like, it is amazing. So shout out to my friends, shout out to my buddies. I absolutely fucking love you. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I'm thankful for. And this is definitely one of them. But you just actually have to realize that. At first you really indeed have to realize that. But yeah, let's move on. Above all, keep a close watch on this, that you are never so tied to your former acquaintances and friends that you are pulled down. Okay, I've already read that. Whenever you kiss your child, sibling, or friends, don't layer on top of the experience all the things you might wish, but hold them back and stop them, just as those who ride behind triumphant generals remind them they are. Well, I do want to repeat it. I'm very sorry for being a bit emotional today. I don't actually know why, but I don't know, it is a difficult thing to talk about. So, whenever you kiss a child, sibling, or friend, don't lay on top of the experience all the things you might wish, but hold them back and stop them, just as those who ride behind triumphant generals remind them they are mortal. In the same way, remind yourself that your precious one isn't one of your possessions, but something given for now and not forever. Epictetus discourses, and so fucking take care of your fucking friends. With the exception of wisdom, I'm inclined to believe that the immortal gods have given nothing better to humanity than friendship. Cicero. To learn more about Stoicism, sign up for your blah blah blah. If you're looking for motivational Stoic quotes daily, follow Daily Stoic on Instagram. Let's actually check them out, motherfucker. Let's actually see if they're having some amazing quotes. I can, and I'm actually logged in. That's amazing. That's amazing. Yes, go away. I don't care. Daily Stoic. 822k of followers. That's fucking amazing. And there's Jocko Willink and videos and stuff. And, let's just have a look. Joy comes to us from those whom we love, even when they are not upset. Even when they are absent. That's definitely the case, That's definitely the fucking case. When we are no longer able to change the situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Viktor Frankl. And it is, I don't know, isn't it with a K? I don't know if it is a C, if it, Viktor Frankl, or I've just always fucked it up. No, I don't think so. I don't think that it is a C. Anyway. Anyway. Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. Which, something to think about. If you're struggling in the present, then guess what the future is going to be like. So, kind of just working on the present and trying to make the present better might be the first thing to do. Might be. It's just a thought of mine. And yeah, just keep that in mind. I think it is an amazing thing to realize. Remember how long you've been putting this off. There's a limit to the time assigned you, and if you don't use it to free yourself, it will be gone and will never return. Marcus Aurelius. Which, I don't know, it is also an amazing one, and it kind of goes into what I'm doing today. Today there's not going to be a lot of pleasure for me, and I just really try to do as much as I possibly can do today. And just based on me being able to feel better on the weekend. Because if I know that, okay, I've not done anything the past few days, then wow, I'm gonna feel so good about myself. Gonna feel so amazing. And I'm definitely not gonna feel amazing. Fuck that. So, I don't know, man. It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. Marcus Aurelius. And yes, it is definitely the case. And I don't understand. Life is very short and anxious for those who forget the past, neglect the present, and fear the future. This is indeed the case. Think about the past. think about what you've already done. You know, there's so much that you've already done. There is so much that you've already gone through. There's so much that you've already learned and that you've already seen. Like, it is amazing. You know, I'm fucking 19 years old and I feel like, I don't know, 50. Just because I feel like that I've seen so much as I go through my mind, and I've learned so much, and I've studied so much. Well, of course, you know, compared to somebody else, it might just be nothing, you know. But I'm not comparing myself to anybody, and I don't think that it is a good thing to do. But yeah, I don't know, like, it's strange times. It is so strange times. I've already went through this so often, I'm not gonna go through it. Sign up to Daily Stoic. No, thank you. Even if I like the talent, I will not abandon the effort on that account. We do not abandon any discipline for despair or of ever being the best in it. Epictetus. Chrysippus. I myself think that the wise man meddles little or not at all in affairs and does his own things. Gaius Musonius Rufus. If you accomplish something good with hard work, the labor passes quickly, but the good endures. If you do something shameful in pursuit of pleasure, the pleasure passes quickly, but the shame endures. And just, you know, guess what? You know, they have figured it out 2,000 years ago. It is insane. Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances. Viktor Frankl. Once again with a C, so I don't know if it is actually a C or if it is a K. I'm actually quite not sure, but the thing is, I am in a certain situation right now. I'm in a, you know, it is difficult. Like, of course it is not easy being like, wow, you know, I just see that the position that I'm in isn't actually that bad. Of course, that's very difficult to do, and of course, that's very, yeah, it's not easy to say that. It is not fucking easy to do that. But maybe I'm actually gonna go outside today for working out. I feel like just not being at home all the time, I guess. But yeah, anyway. Anyway, if you control how you play, you control how you play. That's indeed the case, you know. It's not about anybody else, it's not about the competition, you know. You can just be better than anybody else. And if you're not, it's not about the competition being better than you, but it's about you being worse than them. Books are the training ways of the mind. They are very helpful, but it would be a bad mistake to suppose that one has made progress simply by having internalized their contents. Yeah. You know, because we also have to do things, we also have to take action, and we also have to take some steps. Cynicism is cowardice. General James Mattis. And I think this is going to be the last one, but I don't know. Someone despises me. That's their problem. Mine, not to do or say anything. Despicable. Someone hates me. Their problem. Mine, to be patient and cheerful with everyone, including them. Marcus Aurelius. And yes, shut the fuck up, don't say anything, let people talk, really be in control of your motherfucking mind. It is something that I have to work on. You know, my mind quite often is not under my control, but really goes into bad and unhappy vibes, which, you know, might also be one of the reasons why I am being so harsh to myself, you know, especially when it is about just such situations like, you know, the one that I'm in, and being like, well, you know, I'm just not gonna have any pleasure today just because I want to feel good someone else. Another one. Don't be overheard complaining, not even to yourself. Don't complain. Just don't fucking complain. There's actually 1 minute left of my shift, but I do wonder. You know, of course, they could be like, well, you know, we need you, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the episode there. So yeah, I wish you best health, of happiness, and also success, and also hope that you're gonna remind yourself and you're gonna be remembered, which basically means your legacy, and basically means just being a nice person, then being remembered as a nice person, which is a pretty fucking cool thing. 3 other questions that I have you are: why are you here? What are you trying to change, and what is bothering you the most? These 3 questions hopefully gonna show you your purpose and maybe even a business idea, which is a pretty fucking cool thing. One last thing that I want to give you is, what could you essentially say to another person is indeed going to change their life, because I totally believe we all can say something and to change somebody's life. And with that being said, I'm hopefully going to see you next time. Bye, and please take care of yourself, your friends, your family, and loved ones. Bye.